Christian Rock is no stranger to chaos, but this time, this isn't about rap beef, relationship drama, or viral meltdowns. It's about her son. Late last night, a set of documents allegedly from Child Protective Services started circulating on social media. The files blurred in some places, but disturbingly detailed in others, claimed to reveal shocking new information about the welfare of baby Chrisean Jr. The leaks came without warning. No official statement, no press coverage. Just screenshots dropped into a gossip blog's DMs. And within minutes, they were everywhere. Twitter timelines exploded. Instagram lives popped up instantly. TikTok detectives started reading every single line like they were uncovering a murder case. The alleged documents make heavy claims that, if true, could change everything about how the public sees Chrisean as a mother. Some say it's a smear campaign, a dirty trick to discredit her. Others believe this is proof that the whispers about her parenting weren't just rumors. And here's the kicker. The leak didn't just raise questions about Chrisean. It hinted at someone else in her inner circle being involved. Someone she never thought would betray her. If what's in these papers is real, the fallout could be career-ending. To understand why this leak has the internet in an uproar, you have to rewind a few months and look at the storm Chrisean Rock has been living in. Her life has been a public roller coaster, and not the fun kind. Breakups, makeups, street fights caught on camera, live-streamed arguments, and explosive feuds with family members. All of it has been playing out in front of millions. Then came the birth of Chrisean Jr. For a moment. It looked like the narrative was shifting. Fans saw her cradling him in hospital photos, smiling through tears, vowing to be the best mom she could be. It was the first time in years people started talking about her in a softer light. But that image didn't last long. Within weeks, clips began surfacing of late-night IG lives where Chrisean seemed distracted, sometimes upset, while the baby's cries could be heard in the background. Some fans defended her, saying she was under extreme stress. Others accused her of not prioritizing her child. Then came the drama with her family. Her own mother made cryptic comments online about children being safer in different hands. Her sister hinted at private battles Chrisean wasn't ready to face publicly. And of course, there was Blueface, openly throwing shade, questioning her decisions as a mother, and making comments that blurred the line between concern and pure spite. It was a messy backdrop for anyone, let alone a brand new mom trying to prove herself. Now fast forward to this week. Out of nowhere, those alleged CPS documents hit the internet. They weren't posted by a major news outlet or an official source. They showed up first on a mid-tier gossip page, known for breaking messy stories before the mainstream picks them up. The files, stamped with what looked like real agency headers, included detailed notes from what appeared to be a home visit, according to the leak. Concerns had been raised about Chrisean Jr.'s living environment. The notes described unconfirmed reports of unsafe conditions, inconsistent care routines, and a potential secondary guardian figure being present without formal approval. That last part is what really lit the match. Who was this secondary guardian? Theories flew instantly. Was it a family member? Was it a new boyfriend? Or was it someone connected to Blueface trying to insert themselves into the situation? The timing made it even more suspicious. Just days before, Chrisean had gone live blasting an unnamed person for leaking lies about her. Now, these so-called official papers were floating around, with details that sounded eerily similar to the rumors she had been denying. Some fans were convinced this was part of a coordinated smear campaign, maybe from an ex, maybe from someone in the industry who wanted her out of the spotlight. Others argued that CPS documents don't just appear unless something real is going on behind the scenes. Even more unsettling, the documents had been edited. Certain names, addresses, and dates were blacked out, but whoever leaked them made sure enough detail was visible to keep the speculation alive. That kind of selective censorship is the perfect recipe for public chaos, and chaos is exactly what followed. Twitter hashtags started trending. Hashtag pray for Chris EAN, hashtag justice for Junior, and hashtag where is CPS. People took sides instantly, and every influencer with an opinion was jumping on live streams to dissect every blurry line of those screenshots. But here's what most people missed. Buried in one of the visible paragraphs was a chilling sentence. Additional information provided by a familiar party will be reviewed in the upcoming hearing. A familiar party. That could only mean one thing. Someone close to Chrisean had gone to CPS directly. If that's true, this isn't just about parenting, or image, or drama. This is about betrayal at the deepest level. And whoever made that call, they didn't just involve the internet. They involved the law. The internet was already a war zone over the leaked CPS docs. But the situation went nuclear when a popular YouTube drama channel, one that has a track record of getting inside info, before anyone else dropped a bombshell. Livestream. The host claimed they had spoken directly to a verified insider who knew exactly how those documents got out. And according to them, the leak wasn't some random accident or hacking situation, it was deliberate, and the person behind it, someone who had access to Chrisean's home. This instantly set the comments section on fire. Viewers began throwing out names like grenades, a close friend, a family member, even an old manager. The host wouldn't confirm, but they did say this. The person who leaked it felt they were doing the right thing. They didn't want to hurt Chrisean, they wanted to protect the baby. But let's be real, if that was the case, why? Send it to a gossip blog instead of just going to court. That question hit hard. It painted the protector not as a hero, but as someone looking to humiliate Chrisean in public. Hours later, an even bigger twist dropped. Screenshots surfaced from what appeared to be a private text conversation between Chrisean's sister and an unknown contact. In the exchange, her sister seemed to reference getting the truth out before she spins it. One message read, "If they see it for themselves, she can't play victim this time." Fans connected the dots instantly. Was her own sister the one feeding information to CPS and the blogs? The betrayal theory exploded across social media. People who had watched Chrisean's messy family dynamics unfold online remembered all the times her sister had gone live shading her, dropping hints about behind-the-scenes problems, and openly siding with Blueface during past fights. And that's when another layer of drama hit, because Blueface himself jumped into the conversation with a cryptic tweet. "Sometimes the enemy ain't outside. It's sitting at your table. No names, no tags." But everyone knew who he was talking about. The backlash against Chrisean's sister was instant. Her Instagram comments turned into a battlefield, with some people praising her for speaking up for the child and others accusing her of being a snake who sold out her own blood for clout. But before anyone could settle on a narrative, the real twist arrived. That same YouTube channel came back with another exclusive. A voice memo allegedly sent from Chrisean's sister to the blog that posted the documents. In it, a woman's voice could be heard saying, "Make sure the part about the secondary guardian stays in there. People need to know she's not the only one raising him." This was the line that broke the internet. Because if that secondary guardian wasn't Blueface, then who was it? Within minutes, rumors started flying that Chrisean had quietly moved someone new into her home, someone she'd been keeping off social media, possibly out of fear of public backlash. A close friend, a rebound relationship, or even a hired nanny who had crossed the line into being a full-time caretaker. Theories turned into accusations, and accusations turned into deep dives. TikTok sleuths began combing through Chrisean's recent lives looking for background noises, shadows, or glimpses of mystery figures in the frame. One video from 2 weeks prior suddenly went viral again when someone claimed they spotted a man's hand reaching for the baby during the stream. By now, the narrative had spun completely out of Chrisean's control. She had gone from being a mother under fire to a central figure in a web of betrayal, family disloyalty, and whispers about hidden relationships. And then, in a move that shocked even her biggest critics, Chrisean went live late at night, baby. In her arms and addressed the situation head on. She didn't hold back. Y'all want to talk about my family? Let's talk about them. My own blood-feeding lies to strangers, selling fake stories about my son. That's the real danger. And for the record, there ain't no secondary guardian. There's me, and that's all there's ever been. But here's the thing. Not everyone believed her, because the next morning, a well-known blogger claimed to have video proof of someone else putting Chrisean Jr. to bed. And they promised to release it within 48 hours. The countdown to that 48 hours? Promise felt like the entire internet was holding its breath. Every gossip page, every hip-hop blog, every messy drama channel had the same pinned post. Video of Chrisean Jr. with secondary guardian drops soon. When the moment finally came, it didn't trickle out quietly. It detonated. At exactly 6 p.m., the blogger went live, claiming they'd risked a lot to get this clip. The chat was so packed, it kept freezing. And then, without warning, the screen cut to grainy footage shot from what looked like a phone camera. In the video, Chrisean wasn't visible. Instead, the focus was on a dimly lit bedroom. Clearly a child's room with toys scattered on the floor and a crib in the corner. A man, face partially turned away from the camera, could be seen gently lifting baby Chrisean Jr. out of the crib, cradling him, and rocking him back and forth for nearly 20 seconds. He hummed softly before placing the baby in a bassinet on the other side of the room. Then he bent down, kissed the child's forehead, and walked out, but not before the camera caught a partial side profile. The internet went wild. Within minutes, every frame was being analyzed. People zoomed in, enhanced the image, and ran side-by-side comparisons to anyone even remotely connected to Chrisean. The most popular theory wasn't a family member at all. It was a man rumored to be a new boyfriend. Someone who had been spotted with Chrisean outside a club last month. That's when the narrative shifted from, is Chrisean a bad mom? To, has Chrisean been hiding a secret relationship while denying the role of another guardian? But then, another twist. An anonymous Instagram account posted a DM, claiming the man in the video wasn't a boyfriend, he was a paid caretaker. The message read, y'all spinning this like it's some scandal. That's a licensed nanny. She hired him after her schedule got crazy. The real question is, who filmed him without consent? This opened a whole new can of worms. If the man was indeed a hired caretaker, then the secondary guardian note in the CPS doc leak might not have been the smoking gun people thought. It could have been nothing more than standard protocol for documenting anyone caring for a child, but the public didn't care about nuance. By now, the story had taken on a life of its own. TikTok creators started a trend called #GuardianGate, reenacting the leaked footage with their own mystery figures. Memes popped up with captions like, Chrisean's house got more plot twists than Netflix. And just as it looked like the heat might start dying down, another revelation dropped. A second, shorter video emerged, clearly filmed in the same house, possibly on the same night, showing Chrisean herself in the background, laughing and holding a drink while the caretaker played with the baby in the foreground. This clip was a grenade, because now critics accused her of lying during her live stream when she said there was no secondary guardian. Supporters argued she meant guardian in the legal sense, not just someone babysitting. But the damage was done. That one clip was enough for hashtags. It's like #where'smom and #CPS update to trend for hours, and just when everyone thought it couldn't get messier, Chrisean's sister decided to pour gasoline on the fire. She went live on Instagram, smirking the entire time, and said, "Y'all still think I'm the villain? Wait till you hear who else been in that house." That cryptic statement sent shockwaves. Who else could she be talking about? Is there another figure involved with the baby? Was this part of a larger custody battle nobody knew about yet? Theories exploded overnight. Some claimed it was a relative from Blueface's side of the family. Others swore it was a celebrity friend of Chrisean's, who had been photographed near her home by the next morning. Blogs were claiming exclusive sources had confirmed a third party was indeed involved and that this person was the reason. CPS had been alerted in the first place. The story wasn't just escalating anymore. It was spiraling out of control. And every new piece of evidence seemed to push Chrisean further into a corner she might not be able to escape by sunrise. The Chrisean Rock CPS leak wasn't just an online rumor anymore. It had become the headline across hip-hop, gossip, celebrity blogs, and even mainstream entertainment news outlets. Every platform had their own take. And the reactions couldn't have been more divided. On Twitter, fans were at each other's throats. Y'all so quick to judge. Do you know how many single moms hire help? This ain't abuse. This is survival. Nah, you can't tell me she's present if a whole stranger is raising her baby in the same house. Secondary guardian or not, CPS doesn't come knocking unless something's wrong. TikTok was another battlefield entirely. Creators staged reenactments of the leaked video, adding dramatic sound effects, zoom-ins, and fake CPS knock soundtracks. The hashtag GuardianGate hit 50 million views in less than 24 hours. Then came the celebrities. A well-known R&B singer, one who has collaborated with Chrisean before, posted a now-deleted tweet. "We gotta stop making kids accessories to our brand." Blueface never one to sit back quietly, used the moment to twist the knife. He posted a laughing emoji on Instagram with the caption, "Told y'all, no tags, no names," but everyone knew. On the other side, a handful of female rappers rallied to Chrisean's defense. One posted a heartfelt IG story saying, "Do y'all know the pressure we're under as women in this industry? Every little mistake is broadcast, like we ain't human. Y'all don't care about the baby, y'all just want drama." But the real gut punch came from the industry itself. According to sources at a major reality TV network, executives had quietly started reviewing footage from Chrisean's upcoming show. One producer allegedly told a gossip blogger, "This storyline just went from messy to explosive." The problem is, CPS involvement changes the legal risk. If it's too real, we can't air it without clearance. Translation: Chrisean's public image wasn't the only thing in jeopardy. Her career opportunities could be slipping away. 2. Meanwhile, her sister was still adding fuel to the fire. In a live session that pulled in over 40,000 viewers, she hinted that CPS wasn't the only authority involved. "Y'all think this about parenting? It's bigger. Way bigger." The Fed's been watching too. The comments section erupted. Theories about drug allegations, financial crimes, and hidden investigations swarmed the internet like sharks sensing blood. Even verified news pages started sliding into the drama with headlines like "CPS leak" or "career sabotage." Chrisean, Rock under investigation, Blueface, and family. Not surprised by latest scandal, but perhaps. The most telling sign of how far this had gone was the response from CPS itself. In a rare move, a spokesperson issued a vague statement. "We cannot comment on ongoing investigations or leaked materials. However, the safety and well-being of children remains our top priority." That single statement told the public two things. There was indeed some level of investigation happening. This was far from over, and just when it felt like the noise might die down, a breaking update hit. A prominent podcaster claimed they had audio of a phone call between Chrisean and someone involved in the leak. In this clip, Chrisean allegedly says, "If you really cared about him, you wouldn't have gone to them. You'd have come to me." That recording is real. It's not just proof of betrayal, it's confirmation that Chrisean knows exactly who's behind this. And if she's keeping that name to herself for now, you have to wonder, is she protecting them? Or saving the reveal for her own explosive moment? Just when everyone thought the Chrisean CPS scandal had reached peak chaos, the biggest twist yet. hit the timeline, and it didn't come from a blogger, her sister, or even Blueface. It came from CPS itself. Late last night, an anonymous email was sent to 3 major gossip outlets. The message contained a single PDF attachment labeled Supplemental Report Confidential. 2 of the outlets refused to post it for legal reasons, but the third, they threw it online without hesitation. The so-called supplemental report claimed that during a follow-up visit to Chrisean's home, CPS officers found items of interest unrelated to the baby's immediate care. The document didn't specify what those items were, but one line sent the internet spiraling. These items have been transferred to another agency for review. Another agency. Fans immediately jumped to one conclusion: the FBI. Within minutes, hashtags like hashtag FBI at Chrisean and hashtag GuardianGate Part 2 were trending. TikTok detectives posted dramatic theory videos suggesting everything from hidden cash to illegal substances to evidence of something even darker. Then came the leak within the leak. A Twitter account that had been feeding accurate info since the first day of the scandal posted a blurry photo, allegedly taken during that follow-up visit, showing a large black evidence bag being carried out of the house. The bag looked heavy. 2 men in plain clothes were handling it. Theories exploded. Was it drugs? Was it money? Was it tech, like hard drives or cameras that could tie into something bigger? And here's where it gets even messier. An hour after that photo started circulating, Chrisean's own cousin posted a cryptic Instagram story. "This is why we told you to chill." No context, no names. But it sent her comment section into chaos, with people begging for answers and accusing her of knowing too much. Meanwhile, Blueface couldn't resist another jab. He hopped on Twitter with a short but cutting post. "Told y'all, the truth always comes out." The most chilling moment, though, came from Chrisean herself. After hours of silence, she finally went live. Makeup, visibly tense and holding her phone like she'd been scrolling through the madness non-stop. She didn't smile, she didn't laugh, she didn't even raise her voice. She just stared at the camera and said, "Y'all think you know the story? You don't. But when I tell it, every single one of them is done." Then she ended the live. No explanation, no follow-up, just that one sentence, and now the whole internet is split between those who think she's bluffing and those who believe she's bluffing. I think they see that she's holding nuclear-level receipts that could take down everyone involved, maybe even her own family. Whatever the truth is, one thing's certain: this isn't over. Not by a long shot. In fact, if the whispers about a bigger investigation are true, the CPS leak might just be the tip of a much darker iceberg. The question is, when Chrisean finally decides to speak, will she be clearing her name or taking everyone down with her? So here we are. The CPS documents, the leaked videos, the whispers about secondary guardians, and now this mysterious other agency getting involved. The Chrisean rock story has officially crossed the line from messy celebrity gossip to full-blown mystery, and you're watching it happen in real time. But here's the thing, nothing about this feels finished. In fact, it feels like the storm hasn't even hit its peak yet. The way Chrisean looked in that live, the way she promised every single one of them is done. That's not someone who's ready to walk away quietly. That's someone holding cards the rest of us haven't seen yet. And that's where you come in. I want to hear from you. Do you think these CPS leaks are legit? Or is this a calculated smear campaign? Do you believe there's really another investigation going on? Or is another agency just a way to keep the drama alive? And most importantly, when Chrisean finally decides to spill everything, will she be the hero of her own story or the villain in everyone else's? Crap. Your thoughts in the comments right now. Don't just watch this unfold. Be part of the conversation. Your theory might be the one that actually nails what's really happening behind the scenes. And trust me, this isn't the last you're going to hear about this. The way things are moving, the next update could hit in hours, not days. So make sure you're subscribed with notifications on, because when the next bomb drops, you're going to want to be the first to know. This story is far from over. If anything, it's just getting started.